Black, brown, and HBCU bound.
Hi, Black, Brown, and HBCU Bound family. This is Yvonne Daniels again for another episode of the Black, Brown, and HBCU Bound podcast. Today, we are going to talk about prom season. We're in the thick of prom season right now. And the point we want to get across today and the message we have is don't go broke trying to celebrate the prom, right? We all know the prom season is wonderful. It's a time for the young ladies and gentlemen to have a good time capping off their high school career, a night to party and have a good time. But we also want to know that the end goal is graduation. And not only is it the end goal, we all know that high school, if your kid is going on to college, is not going to stop here. They're just transitioning out of high school into college. And there are a lot of expenses that we've been talking about over the last couple of months that are going to have to go toward those fees. So we're not going to sit here and act we're going to blow it all on prom night, because that just wouldn't be a great idea. So keep that in mind as we explore some of the things that some of the tips that you can utilize during prom season to try to offset some of the things that are going to come up. First, whether you're a parent trying to set healthy financial boundaries for your student who wants to be, of course, glamorous. Ladies want to be glamorous and the guys want to look just as great. Talk about a budget. Set a budget before you go shopping, before prom season even comes. I know we're already in the thick of prom season, but discuss a budget with your student and try very hard to be realistic and sticking to that budget, because you don't want to just overspend and then leave yourself falling short where you still have to pay loads of fees that I'm sure you're becoming aware of. If you're a first-time parent, you're becoming aware of that are going to need to be put towards looking toward the next institution that you'll be going to. So some of the things, again, you might want to consider are renting opposed to buying formal wear. These kids will be outgrowing these things in no time. If you have the option to rent, why wouldn't you exercise that option? That's a great cost-saving tip that I can offer. In terms of hair and makeup for the ladies, there's all kinds of DIY websites and TikToks and everything teaching you how to do the things yourself. Instead of having, I know the goal, I don't, they're still saying that, is to have your face beat by a professional makeup artist. A lot of times those are very costly activities, and they do fabulous jobs. But YouTube University has learning tips for everything. And I'm sure you guys could get by if you try to at least do it yourself before just going straight to a makeup artist who can charge hundreds of dollars. So that might be a cost-saving opportunity right there. You can try to avoid social pressure and keeping up with the Joneses. You don't want to do that. This is not a competition. It's a way for them to enjoy themselves. You can't look at what the next person's doing. You may have different goals. You may have a different budget, but ultimately you want to do what's within your budget and keeping your eye on the prize. And you should know that where the prom night is going to be a night to remember, it is not the only thing that's capping off their transition to the next phase of their education. Keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. And also how prom fits into the bigger picture. It's a big night, but it's not the only night. In terms of renting formal wear, they have plenty of places. You can just Google, find out where they have places where you can rent tuxes, of course, and designer gowns. Sometimes you can get the beautifully designed gowns by well-known designers for a fraction of the cost. So just, again, keep that in mind. There's places where you can buy secondhand, like Poshmark, a Facebook Marketplace. So where you can cut corners, try to do that, so you'll be glamming on a budget. Hair and makeup we talked about. Social media is also a great place where some people who have had proms before where you are, you can get some great tips there, because not everyone is going to be outspending the next person. A lot of people, a lot of times, they can flex on a budget. I'm sure you guys are seeing in current events where the designers that you think the people are carrying are not always what they seem to be. And quite honestly, I'm not a big bag person. I do have a few pieces. I don't know why. Maybe my kids bought them or my husband bought them, but I'm not big on bags. But as you see, people have been being duped for quite a while, if what they're saying is true, where you have all these designer bags costing thousands and thousands of dollars being made right in the same factory where they're making the ones that you can find in your local, I guess they're counterfeit, I'm not sure, but allegedly counterfeit places. Here where I live, they have Canal Street. Or if you have a broker or a dealer, you can get some great fakes, so they tell me. But people are balling on a budget. Don't go out there buying these red bottoms if you don't have to. These shoes go out of style from season to season. These are cost-saving tips. Encourage your senior to be practical and let them understand that you might be working with a budget that they're going to have to stick to. It's a beautiful milestone, but you have them keep their eye on the prize. Don't be foolish in terms of overspending and understand what the celebration is. So I'm going to end there. I just want you to think practically when you are getting ready for this night. I want them to have fun and look gorgeous and take great pictures. Again, maybe not the photographers. You don't want to do that. Get yourself some Polaroids, share limos. I know that's what people used to do when I was younger. Or better yet, people have some really nice cars out there. Show for your student, and their date to the prom, pick them up, have a fancy Uber or something like that. But there's so many cost saving tips that are out there. And I encourage you guys to try to explore them and keep your eye on the prize. So I am going to end this episode here, but look forward to some upcoming content. I know I've been away for a while, just trying to get some content for you guys. I did graduate. I mentioned before I graduated. I traveled down to some colleges in Atlanta, so I want to bring those interviews to you and get some of that information. And I plan to make some other visits to other colleges, the upcoming crop of students who will be applying in the fall. Maybe we'll have some information and some material for them. For those of you who are not able to get out to your dream college for a visit, maybe we can help bring the colleges to you. So again, here we are at the end of another episode. If you like the vibe, subscribe. You're always looking for new subscribers. Click share. Hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I do upload new content. And I'll see you on those Facebook streets. Again, we're getting ready to enter a new season of students who are starting to embark on their journey of exploring new schools. Tell them about us here at Black, Brown, and HBCU Bound. Tell them about the Facebook group where there's a lot of resourceful information shared, and also here at the podcast. So I said I was going to end there before, but I'm really going to end there now. So have a wonderful day. If I don't see you again or speak to you again before prom season, post those pictures in the group. We love to see your prom pics. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.
Black, brown, and HBCU bound. Your source for news you can use. Let's shine a light on the 207 HBCUs where culture meets excellence.